Did you know that the average cost of a home in Denver, Colorado is $576,000? And we're talking bread and butter, 3-bed, 2-bath, single-family house. How much do you think you should be making annually in order to comfortably afford this home price? Hi YouTube, I'm Kareem Howard, your go-to licensed realtor with Gerlach Homes. Here on my YouTube channel, I post weekly neighborhood reviews, community tours, property tours, and the latest Denver real estate market updates. So if you are thinking about buying or selling at any point within the next year, I would absolutely love to help you out. I'll throw my contact card on the screen, and all of my contact information will be down in the description. Now let's get into the video. Let's present the problem. As we all know, Denver's real estate market has been a roller coaster, to say the least. Low interest rates, high interest rates, but one thing stays consistent with Denver real estate, and that is our prices continue to increase and increase and increase. Like just last year, with interest rates at record highs, Denver real estate went up 10% for single family homes. So what does this mean for a potential homeowner? Let's take a deep dive onto what the actual numbers are going to look like for you. Now in this scenario, I told you guys that the average home price is $576,000. We're going to be using a house with tax information, HOA information, all of the pertinent information for a typical house in Denver, Colorado. Very first scenario we're going to run through is bread and butter. It is a conventional 20% down on a $576,000 house. So a 20% down payment on a $576,000 house is roughly about $115,000. So if you're putting $115,000 down, that means you are financing about $480,000. Now, if you look at this chart that I'm showing you guys, your principal and interest on a $480,000 loan is about $3,100 a month. Your property taxes are about $200 a month, and your insurance is about $18200 a month. When you add all of these numbers, your monthly payment would be about $3,479 every single month. Now the key to this video is the word comfortably. You might be able to afford this pretty much $3,500 payment, but you don't want to be house poor. You want to be able to afford groceries, you want to be able to go out, you want to be able to have fun. You don't want to only throw all of your money into your house. And the good thing is financial experts say that your housing payment should be no more than 30% of your gross monthly income. Let me show you guys how to do the math. So you get your monthly payment, $3,479, and you divide that by that 30% that financial experts are talking about. And you press equals, and that means that you want to be making about $11,600 every single month in order to comfortably afford this mortgage payment. And if you do the math, you times that by 12, you should be making about $139,000 every single year in order to comfortably afford this payment. The great thing about houses and about loans is most people, when they're going to buy a house, are not putting all of it on just one person. You can definitely buy this house by yourself if you're making about $140,000 and be comfortable, be fine. You're not going to be house poor. But most people, when they're going to buy a house, they go in with their spouse, they go in with a family member, they go in with a friend, and so they're splitting this monthly payment, which means if two people are going out on this house and you're both making about $70,000, you should be able to comfortably afford this house. Now, it doesn't have to be exactly half-half. Maybe one's making 80, one's making 60, maybe one's making 100, one's making 40, but you can combine that to reach this $140,000. Now, I know I said that conventional loans 20% down are pretty bread and butter, but what's interesting is most of the people I work with are first-time home buyers using down payment assistance. Nobody has $120,000 to put down on a house. So the second scenario I'm going to show you guys is a little bit more realistic. You're not going to have to put as much money down, but it's going to cost a little bit more on your monthly payment, and I'll show you guys why. So in this example, we are going to be using an FHA loan, which requires that you put 3.5% down. So 3.5 of $576,000 is about $20,000 down. $20,000 definitely sounds a lot more reasonable to come up with compared to $115,000. So if you're putting $20,000 down, that means you are financing about $556,000. So your principal and interest on this product is going to be about $3,800 a month. Your property taxes and your insurance is going to stay about the same at $200 and $182 respectively. The biggest difference between this loan and putting 20% down is that mortgage insurance, you're going to have to be paying an extra $254 a month, which means every single month you will be paying about $4,446 in order to finance $556,000. So if you look at this monthly total, it's about $1,000 more than the previous example that I gave you guys. And the reason it's going to be a lot more than the first example is because you're financing a lot more money. Instead of financing a $480,000 loan because you're putting so much money down, you're financing a $556,000 loan. There's almost a $100,000 discrepancy in what you're financing, which means you're going to be paying a little bit more money. But let's do the exact same math that we did last time. You want to comfortably afford this house. So you grab your monthly total, $4,446, and you divide that by 30%. Make sure it's a percent. And you get that you should be making about $14,800 every single month in order to comfortably afford this mortgage payment, which translates to about $178,000 a year in order to comfortably afford this payment. Let's go over some of my final thoughts. In order to comfortably live in Denver, Colorado, in a bread and butter 3-bed, 2-bath, single-family house at $576,000, if you're putting 20% down, you should be making about $140,000 a year. But if you have a little less to put down, your payment's going to go up and you should be probably making around $180,000 a year. Now, if you did find this video helpful, be sure to check out my other videos about some of the best neighborhoods to move to in Denver, Colorado. Or if you just want some tips and tricks, I have market updates in order to help both buyers, both sellers try to navigate this exact Denver real estate market. If you are looking to buy or sell within Denver, Colorado at any point in the next year, I'm Kareem Howard, your go-to licensed realtor with Girlock Homes, and I would absolutely love to help you out. I'll throw my contact information on the card, and all of my contact details will be down in the description. I will see you guys in the next video.